Okay, so first thing I'm going to say with this video, I'm not going to say hello, I'm going to say excuse this freaking disaster that is called hair. I have no idea what's going on, but that's what you got, so okay. Anyway, so welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is my first tutorial since I was gone for like a month. I'm sorry this hair is terrible, I can't stop looking at it. Okay, so yeah, first tutorial, so I'm so sorry if it's kind of all over the place or just, you know, not perfect. But I promised you guys this eye in May. Yeah, it was the eye look I was wearing in my face makeup routine and my May favorites. So yeah, I finally got it up for you guys. I really hope you enjoy, and it's using Grandstand by Makeup Geek, which is phenomenal, and it's the perfect fall makeup look because it is quite on the warm side. Alright, so I gotta wear this makeup for quite some time, and you will see it in another video, probably the next video, because I am gonna film a makeup stash after this. I don't know what, but we shall see. I know I say it in the video, but please excuse my nails. I'm going somewhere and I'm gonna paint, so I figured why do my nails if they're just gonna get messed up, even though I at least should have taken off the nail polish and did my nail care. I'm so sorry. Okay, so please excuse them throughout this video. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do an intro with the makeup all done and everything, but making sure it's recording. This is the eye look. Oh, this is the eye look I'm doing right here. I already have this eye done, just so that well, not done, but just the upper part halfway done. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything to it. Now I wore this makeup, well, I probably already explained in the intro, didn't I? Okay, so we're gonna stop there, but I do want to excuse my face for well, most of this down here is scarring, but I know I have quite a bit of pimples going on, and it's because I didn't take care of my skin for like a day, and I feel really bad. I'm so sorry, skin. That's what happened, so I'm sorry that you have to look at this. It will get covered up soon, and the reason why I'm doing the eye first is because the Makeup Geek shadows do have just the tiniest bit of fallout, nothing major, but yeah, I like to do the eyes first sometimes. And don't mind my hair right now. Obviously you already seen in the intro that I did something with it. Probably just bangs or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I already did on this eye is I primed with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then put Maybelline's concealer number 10 on top of that to conceal any darkness that I have on my eyelid. Okay. So we're going to be using all Makeup Geek shadows today. I put them all in a little palette. I don't know if I'll be using all of these, but I use the majority of them. The first thing I'm going to do is take an E40 by Sigma, and I'm going to go into Beaches and Cream, which is this shade right here. And then I'm going to go straight into the crease and then start buffing it everywhere. And once I start to lose some of that shadow on the brush, I'm going to start to really move around. Go onto the lid, go into the inner corner. There's a hair on me. I'm going to go in with a smaller, let me find it first. I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush, but it's still nice and fluffy, so it's not too precise. This is an Anastasia brush. I don't know if they sell this separately, but it came in my Shadow Couture palette. So now I'm going to go in with Peach Smoothie, which you can see this is Peach Smoothie, and this is Beaches and, oh, excuse my nails, by the way. I was going to paint them today before I film because they are pretty bad, but I'm going somewhere after this and I'm going to be painting something, so I figured they're going to get all messed up anyway. So excuse my nails, I'm so sorry. But okay, and this is Beaches and Cream, and then this, sorry, is Peach Smoothie, which it's just a little bit darker. It's going to add that little bit of depth, so I'm going to pack that on as well, which that shadow has so much fallout, I don't know why. And I'm going to be a little bit more precise with this, but not super precise. I'm going to start in the crease, and I'm going to move upward and inward as I lose some of the product on my brush. And be a little bit more careless with it. Nothing crazy. Again, we're just adding a little bit of depth every shadow that we go. Okay, now for the star of the show, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Foiled Shadow. Oh my god, my nails. in Grandstand, which is the bottom shimmery one. This shadow, when you look, you don't think it has any warm tone to it whatsoever. And when I bought it, didn't think it had any warm tone to it at all. And when you swatch it just like this, you can see a little bit more of the warm coming through, the warmth. But really, when you put it onto the skin or your eye, whatever, like the warm tone is there. You see that? It's beautiful, beautiful shadow. I honestly thought when I first swatched, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. This is like super warm, but it really is so beautiful. So I'm gonna take this on my finger just because I feel like these shadows pack on more with your finger. Pat this on the eyelid. You can always use like MAC Fix Plus or even eye drops to make this more intense, but I think that this is pretty intense, at least for me. Then I'm gonna go with an E25 by Sigma with no additional product on the brush. This is the brush I use for the other eye, so it just probably has a little bit of product. But I'm just gonna use this to blend out the lid shade just slightly. So I'm gonna take that same brush and go into Latte, which is more, gosh, my nails are bad. Latte, which is a more cool tone brown right here. And then next to it is Frappe, which is a little bit more on the warm side. I feel like if I just use Frappe, which is that warm shadow right here, man, I'm really shaky. If I just use that, it'll be too warm, so I'm adding a little bit of Latte. So it's a little bit warm and cool, but more on the warm side. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to take this directly into my crease. I'm going to keep it mainly out here on the outer corner, but again, once I start to lose some product, I'll bring it into the inner corner. Just to help everything blend. Back in with that Anastasia brush with no additional product and just run over everything. Just to make sure it's all blended. And then take a little bit of Beaches and Cream, which is that lighter warm tone shade, and run over. And then I'm going to take an E40 by Sigma with no additional product and just quickly go over that. E60 by Sigma, and I'm going to go into, sorry about that truck by the way, and I'm going to go into Vanilla Bean, which has a very slight shimmer to it, but you can just use your face powder, you know. So I'm just taking a makeup remover sponge and going around the eye, and I'm going to, I don't want it super crisp, I don't want it, you know. See that? You can barely even tell I did anything, right? Okay, I hope the lighting is good. I think it is. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is do the face. Now, usually I don't do this unless I have really bad skin and I really want to cover up these pimples. So I'm going to take Maybelline's concealer in number 10. I'm just going to put this on them lightly. Yeah, that's kind of not lightly, but that's okay. I'm just lightly blending them, so it's not going to be fully blended, but it's going to be blended a little bit. And the reason why is because once I go into my beauty blender, it'll blend a little bit more. See? Just make a little bit of a difference. So, for priming the face, I'm just going to take MAC Strobe Cream. Can you guys see how much I'm shaking? Oh my god. Take MAC Strobe Cream. Just a little bit. You really don't need a lot of this stuff. And then I'm going to, again, sorry about my nails. Oh, I should have done them. Or at least taken off the nail polish. I'm just going to apply this to the top of the cheekbones, connecting to the brow. So for foundation, let me wipe this off. Okay, for foundation, I know that this is discontinued, but I hear that their Ultra one, they made an Ultra HD. I hear it's better or just the same as the original. So I'm just going to be using this because I'm not going to throw it away. You know, I mean, there's a lot and this was expensive. So I'm going to be using Makeup Forever HD in number N117. And because this is too drying on me, I'm going to be mixing it with the Smashbox. Even my voice is shaky. I'm so... Can you guys see it? Like this is... I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to be mixing with the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water in Fair/Light. This is too sheer of coverage and too moisturizing. I know that sounds super weird, but with mixing these two, it's perfect because if I want more coverage, I can go with more of the Makeup Forever. If I want a lighter, more moisturizing coverage, I can go with the Smashbox more. So I'm just going to do like half to a pump of the Makeup Forever one. And I personally like to blend this in with a beauty blender. My face just does not do good with blending in foundation with a brush. It's like Oh, it looks terrible when I do it with a brush. It's so like drying. Okay. Now, I have started, I realized over the time, like if you've watched me for a while, you know what I'm talking about. I use the same brushes for the same things. I use, let me show you real quick, I guess. I used to use the F50 for bronzer. I used to use my E.L.F. complexion brush for blush, but I've totally changed up what I've been doing like brush wise. So I'm going to be using the F60 to actually apply the foundation. It literally takes half the time if you do it this way. I don't like this brush to actually blend out the foundation because it leaves streak marks, but if I just apply it with this real quick, I can go with my beauty blender and I literally blend for like 20 seconds and I'm done. The foundation's on, good to go. And this doesn't like dry out my skin. I don't know, it's interesting. So I just take the foundation and I'll take it where I need it the most, which is my melasma area, or whatever the hell that is, and I'll just start spreading it around with this brush. Side bangs. And then once I do like this half of my face, I take my beauty blender and literally just tap, 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 to take out those brush marks and also just bring it, you know, everywhere. When I usually use just my beauty blender to blend out my foundation, look at that, no brush strokes now. It just takes quite a while, a lot longer than it does doing it this way. So I'm just going to do the rest of the face now. Excuse my nose, it is a little blackheady, which I will link my how I prevent blackheads video down below. But the reason why it is because it has, you know, 2 pimples right here, so I couldn't do any mask on it because that's a little too harsh for your pimples. So, excuse that. And do concealer on the under eyes. I'm going to take, I'm actually just going to take 10. I don't feel like doing a lot of highlighting underneath the eye. So I'm going to take number 10. And I'm just going to apply it into the inner corner here, sorry. Mineral Veil to powder that up. So I like to get that ready so that my concealer has no time to crease. And I'll just blend the concealer in with my beauty blender. To set. I'll just set that. Like that. You see the difference? Pretty amazing. And I'm just going to do the same to the other eye and I'll be right back. I'm just going to take a cosmetic sponge and I'm going to take whatever is in the lid of my Bareminerals powder. I'm just going to work this into the sponge. So just press, press, press. There's only a little bit. I'm not doing a baking technique. I don't like that at all, especially for my dry skin. But I'm just going to use this right here. I never actually used to use this powder on my face. I don't know, I just always liked it for the under eye. But once I started to, it literally makes you look like perfect. And it's not too mattifying, so it doesn't dry me out. Again, I'm just going to do the same thing. Press it in, and then set here, and here with it. Oh, my melasma is still showing through. I freaking hate that crap. I'm going to take my E.L.F. Translucent Mattifying Face Powder, and I'm going to go in with my E.L.F. Face Kabuki brush, or Kabuki Face Brush, I don't know. Yeah, Kabuki Face Brush, and go in with this powder. You can see I really, really like it. And I'm just taking a small amount. And I'm going to go in the areas where I didn't already powder. And this, oh my gosh, I don't know why I never thought about this before. But you know how they say powder over cream doesn't work very well unless it's, you know, like your skin tone or something like that. But they're saying, you know, try not to do that. Well, I noticed too in my videos that whenever I would never set anywhere on my face besides my under eyes, I would just go straight with the foundation and then put bronzer, blush, highlighter, and never blended flawlessly. And that's because you're putting a powder on top of quite a bit of cream, so it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't blend the same. So I have really noticed a big difference since I've been doing this. And I'm just, you see me dabbing a lot, but really, this is how much I'm picking up at a time. Like, you can't even see. So it's really not a lot. And then I make sure to tap the face, make sure it doesn't feel tacky. And that's how I know if I've set everything. And finish off the rest of the face, I think. So, like I said in the beginning, I have been using, or not the beginning, but a little while ago, I've been using my brushes for new things. So, like the E.L.F. complexion brush, I used to use it for blush, which it is a great blush brush, especially if you have like a big face or you're a man even. This would be great for you because, you know, it's a good size. But look at how big that is. I never really realized it, but it applies blush to, it's not precise like I want. So then I thought, why not use this for bronzer? It really would make a great bronzer brush, and you can even do a little bit of a slight contour and bronze at the same time. So, because the eyes are quite on the warm side, I'm going to be using Benefit Hoola to bronze up my skin. So I'll just take it on the tip of the brush, tap off the excess, so like barely anything, and I'll just start to bronze up the skin. Powder and powder blend beautifully. Cream and powder, not so much. Yeah. A little bit more. So I'm going to go, I don't think he'll see this video, but I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to get my boyfriend his birthday present today. A little bit on the blender right there. And I'm so freaking excited. I hope he likes it. I don't even know if they have what I'm looking for, but we're going to see. And it sucks because his birthday is November 15th, and then there's Christmas. I'm like, 2 presents in 2 months? I have no idea what to get you. He really, really loves plants. I'm sorry if you have no interest in this, but oh well. You can skip through it. All I'm doing is blending. I'm sorry if you don't have no interest in it, but he absolutely loves plants. So I was thinking about getting that for him, but then because he wants something natural or homemade, and I'm going to be doing something semi-homemade. So I think it's going to be really freaking awesome. He's going to really like it, I hope. And then I'm just going to go with my E.L.F. Kabuki face brush and very gently blend a little bit more. Now for blush. I had never used this brush really, like ever. So I was like, wow, this is like so much more precise for blush. So this is what I've been using, and I really, really like it. This is the F40 by Tarte's Exposed, just because it's a very neutral shade. I want to keep the cheeks kind of on the cool tone side. This is gorgeous. You know, I think I'm going to use this. It's just stunning, my friend. So I'm just going to go in with this and apply a little bit at a time. I haven't quite figured out how I like to use this brush, like this way, this way, this way. I don't know. So I kind of go back and forth. And I'm going with a different brush and blend. I'm just going to go with my bronzer brush and blend that out. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with Hourglass's Ambient Lighting Powder and Luminous Light. Just because it's a neutral highlight. It's not too pink. It's not too, you know, golden or, sorry, one in your face, or brown, whatever. It's just perfect. So I'm going to go with that and my Morphe M310. And I know I already applied that strobe cream. You can see right there. But you gotta put more. Never have too much highlight, you know? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the under eyes. Just something simple. We're gonna go in with a pencil brush right now. Sigma E30. And I'm just gonna go into Beaches and Cream. Just that shade right there. On the top, just a little bit of that. Just to help blend whatever I'm gonna apply on top. And then I'm gonna apply Demolition by Decay, which is just their brown eyeliner. And I'm actually going to apply this into the waterline and the tight line. I'll just do this eye first. So that's that. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia brush again from that contour or Shadow Couture kit. I'm going to take the smaller side right here. Just because it's not too precise, but it's not too big either. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just going to take latte and frappe and mix them. And that's going to go on the lower lash line. It just adds a little bit of something, but it's not too intense for daytime. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to do the same to the other eye, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I haven't looked back at the footage. I don't know when it stops recording. I hope you guys see my tragic eyelash happen. I don't think I recorded the lips at all, so I'm quickly going to tell you what I did. I did Milani's Nude Lip Liner. Applied MAC Cream Cup, which is just a very nude shade. His eyes are a little bit intense for the daytime, I think anyways. And then NYX Butter Gloss and Creme Brulee. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys got to see the lower lash line. I really don't know when to stop recording. So I'm going to check real quick and do my hair, and then I'll come back and let you guys know if you did miss anything. So sorry. Okay, so I just looked back on the footage, and I think you guys saw all of the under eye. I really hope so. Let's just finish off the look real quick. I should have done it before I did my lipstick, but whatever. I'm going to set my face with 2 setting primers. I'm going to be doing MAC Fix Plus just because my face is very dry today. And then Urban Decay All Nighter because I am going to be out for like 6-8 hours. So I need this makeup to last. So just let that sit. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I know, all over the place. I will link everything and put everything that I use down in the description box below. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one, and thank you so much for watching. I really like this look. Like, I think you can definitely make it less glamour or dramatic. You know, don't put liner or put on a little less mascara, or you can make it more nighttime, put some blacks or some more dark brown in there, whatever. Do a dark lip. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next one. Adios. Alright. Look at that eye though, that's really good. I'll get you later, fool. Let's do the intro. Let's do the intro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. I think that's honestly all I have to say. Why are you making noise? What is that? I really love my lip combo though. Like, hello. Okay, anyways. It don't matter. It don't matter. Good lord. Oh. It took me an hour to film, so you better like it.